Alright. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Izlan Syakir bin Shahrol Hisham. My matric number 1180790. Okay, I will present the investment and portfolio management task assigned by Dr. Nurali Rizwan Shah Muhammad Dali. Here I choose five companies to see how their return performance for 365 days from 4 January until 31 December 2021. I want to figure out whether the return is same as my expectation or otherwise. So I distributed the capital portfolio I have into 20% for each company. The company that I have selected, such as Dufu Technology Corp Berhad, Gritech Technology, which is Gritech, Malaysia Pacific Industry, MPI, Petronas Chemical Group, which is PChem, and lastly is Batu Kawan Berhad, BTKW. Okay. So I distributed 20% for each of the companies. And my expectation for return in each stock are following: Dufu 10%, Gritech 20%, MPI 30%, PChem 20%, and BTKW 20%. Okay, so we go to the portfolio return. This is portfolio return data, prices and return data from 5 companies for 1 year from 4 January until 31 December 2021. Okay, so then I count the expected return, standard deviation, variance, and Sharpie. You can look here that Dufu has the highest standard deviation, which means that 2.65 standard deviation has the highest risk rather than the other 4 companies. Meanwhile, BTKW has the lowest standard deviation, 0.87%, which means that it has the lowest risk than the other 4 companies. Okay, then I count the correlations, the variance covariance metric, and lastly the table of the to count the CAPM. Dufu has 9.61, Gritech 4.21, MPI 4.89, PChem 8.68, BTKW 7.99. Okay, and then this is the graph for 1 year. Okay, and then we go to stock investment performance. For stock investment performance, I have received 100,000 capital, and I have allocated 20,000 to buy each of company stocks. Okay, here the difference, which is profit I gain after trade for a year, is 41,799 and 41 cents, or 41.8% average. So the profit is highest or beyond the expectation. I managed to gain some revenues and minimize risk using the investment portfolio. Then we go to the to count the Sharpe ratio, Jensen alpha ratio, and trend ratio. To count the Sharpe ratio, this is the formula: the expected portfolio return minus by risk free and divide by portfolio standard deviation. The value you can get from the table, which is the expected portfolio return, is 7.79. The risk free is 4.21, and portfolio standard deviation is 11.68, and then we get 0.24655664. For Jensen alpha ratio, portfolio return minus risk free plus beta, then I get 5.73872. Lastly, the trainer ratio, the formula is expected portfolio return minus risk free divided by portfolio beta, then I get 4.03. Okay, next for efficient frontier. Okay, this is the efficient frontier, and this is the graph of efficient frontier. So this is the pattern of the graph. Each point on this line represents an optimal combination of stock that maximize the return for any level of risk, which is standard deviation, and the highest efficient frontier is optimal value for portfolio. Okay, so we go back to the portfolio return. From my portfolio return, my higher expected return is 0.21%, which is the standard deviation 2.39%, and the lowest expected return is 0.085%, and standard deviation 1.42%. Okay, for efficient frontier, my lowest expected return is 4.21%, equivalent to standard deviation 2.44%. Okay, then we go to historical data. This is the Dufu historical data, and we have the Gritech historical data, MPI historical data, PChem historical data, and BTKW historical data. So in this historical data, it consists of close price, the open price, high open price, and lowest price, volume, change, and lastly the return. Okay, so that's all from me. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.